Anyway, I also saw like the reason I brought up the money earlier, like circling back. I also saw Wings DMs last night. I linked him to you guys, and I guess he's getting $10,000 for the fight. That's what's getting him to fly from South Carolina all the way to the UK and do battle with Boogie shirtless. I just like that after all this time, inflation has had no effect on Wings' price.
Yeah. 10K across the board, all-time rate. Forever and always 10K.
Sounds like a lot of money to me.
Well, for every kind of appearance, whether it's a fight or a podcast, if I'm appearing, it's 10K.
What if Wings doesn't know how numbers work? And like he thinks it's 100,000. Like they've never spoken. And they just keep writing it on the paper and nodding, even though he's saying 100,000. They're like, yes, sir. Right there's your contract. Yes, sir. There's your contract.
That fucking decibel. Decimal point threw me for one. Yeah, I don't
hear about people who are illiterate.
I don't think 10K is enough.
No, it's not enough.
No, not by a long shot. I wouldn't fight. I'm confident in my odds against Boogie or Wings, and I wouldn't fight either of them for 10 grand. That's not enough.
How about 10 grand cash in your hand? That's a little different, right? He's what I'm getting at is you got to pay taxes on this. Yeah. Like growing up, if you're buying like an ATV or something secondhand, like you're just giving somebody an envelope of money. So $1,500 means $1,500. But we keep talking about $10,000 to fight somebody. What are the taxes going to come to? What's going to be left to that afterwards? I don't know. I see the vacation is worth 10 grand.
Yeah. Is he staying there for a while?
I would, but he won't because he's an ignorant oaf.
No, he's there. You got it. That would be ridiculous if he went to England and stayed in the hotel.
I bet he turns around and comes right back. Actually, his wife might drag him places. Yeah, okay. His wife might drag him places, but he'll go to the tourist spots.
Yeah,
no way he gets on that big ass Ferris wheel they got. That son of a bitch would break off and start rolling through the countryside.
Are they famous for a big Ferris wheel?
Yeah, in London.
Is the fight in London?
That I don't know. In the UK, that's.
It must be near London. UK is not that big.
Well, I got the.
That's true. It's within 200 miles of London, guaranteed.
I think he's fighting on. I don't know. I don't want to link the wrong thing. I don't know if this is it or not.
Yeah, he said it's
anyway.
Zach did.
Well, good for Wings. I guess he finally got his passport.
You know how we say that Wings is a far more known person than his online streaming numbers would indicate. If Wings uploaded a YouTube video tomorrow, it would get 15,000 views, maybe something like that. If he would have live streamed tonight on Twitch, he would get 800 people, 600 people, something like that. But he is as famous as KSI. As many people have heard of Wings of Redemption. Maybe I went too high on that one, but he's really famous.
KSI is like mega famous. Him and Logan Paul exploded this last. I mean, they've been dead for as long as we've heard of them, but they exploded with Prime. Like children, everyone knows who those people are. They're on the bottles. They're in the commercials.
I wish I had chosen somebody else. But he is as famous as a really well-known YouTubers.
I wonder how much money they spent advertising Prime, because it has to be many, many millions of dollars. Like they're all over the UFC. Like they're in the corner in their separate video, dressed as bottles of Prime, dancing together throughout the fight night, and they're on the ring. They're everywhere. I see commercials everywhere.
I was still going with that.
Oh, sorry.
This fight card, KSI's at the top of it. I think he's the big draw. Do you think Wings is the big draw on this?
No.
Who's at the top of this one?
No.
KSI versus someone I don't know.
Oh, well then definitely KSI, because I don't know what kind of videos he makes, and I've heard of him because of the sports drink. Well, I don't know. I have no idea what kind of content that guy makes.
KSI has something to do with Prime also?
He and Logan Paul own it, as far as I know.
Oh, I only knew Logan Paul owned it.
They're the two guys on the commercials dancing in the bottles. Anyway.
Never saw a commercial.
Anyway, I would imagine that KSI brings hundreds of thousands of eyes to an event like that. And millions and millions of people are not just know about him. They are fans of him who devour his content. Wings is a guy you've heard about. A lot of people know about Pearl Harbor, but monetize that.
If you told me there was going to be another attack I'd buy the pay-per-view. I want to see it.
I'd steal it online like everybody else.
Yeah. Honestly, I would watch the highlights.
More eyeballs than he'll get credit for. Wings of Redemption and Boogie are I'm fascinated by this fight.
It definitely is an interesting kind of freak fight. Like just doing like extra super duper obese heavyweight.
From the
whatever
DMs he leaked, it looked like the fight wasn't even set, right? Like Keem is like, hey, we go through this every fucking day. When are you going to sign the fucking paperwork? And like, you know, that always goes back full circle to where I started when we first heard about this, saying that like this isn't going to happen. But I've been assured by people behind the scenes, like as recently as a week or two ago, that like it's 100% happening. Dude. And I believed them. And now like I see those DMs and it's like maybe it's not even
if he hasn't signed it, it's not going to happen. I wouldn't guess, right?
One of us misread the DMs. Keemstar says, guys, I still don't have the contracts. They're telling me tomorrow. All week it's been like this. I interpret that as Keemstar's businessmen haven't completed the contract creation.
Is that a quote they're saying?
Let me read it super careful. Yeah, they are, with they apostrophe RE, are telling me tomorrow.
Oh, well, that sounds more like the contract, like you said, hasn't gotten to Wings. And I read it the other way around. I read it like him scolding them, like, hey, where's my fucking paperwork? Go see the notary or whatever's required to like get this shit done. That's how I saw it, but I definitely misread it going back. Okay, well, it's looking like it's gonna happen as long as the KSI side of it doesn't go. Wait a minute, who's coming? Isn't
Why
he
would
the guy?
They wouldn't care,
right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. The age of consent in the UK, yeah, he won't have any issues there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, everybody knows Boogie and Wings. Everybody-ish.
Yeah.
Like Boogie himself, Boogie and Wings are memed and mocked far above their pay grade. And so like you can see, not that people are buying tickets to be like, oh yes, Boogie fan number one, but it does add more to the event. Like if you bought it watching KSI and Logan Paul, whoever the fuck, and then you see like an undercard with a bunch of interesting shit like that, including some freak fights, like that's good for your business, your return viewership. Like people like those goofy fights.
In my experience, nobody watches the undercard on like events like this. I've never watched the undercard on one of them. And like usually like the whole Discord or like a group of friends of mine will all get together and watch an event like that. And we're never caring or watching the earlier fights because we don't know who the fuck it is. You know, but this time around, I know who Wings is. You know, and I know who Boogie is. And the fact that it is this big dude freak fight in a way, and the fact that one of them, Boogie, I'm going to talk to him about it tonight. I'll say it to his face, like, man, you don't look healthy. You don't look sound.
That's a little too far.
Yeah.
You're going to tell him he doesn't look healthy to his face?
Kyle, you're going to hurt his feelings. How is he going to react once he learns he's not healthy?
I just don't know why he's traveling the planet to do battle, because that's what he's doing. If you looked at him and if I showed a picture of him to a stranger in the street and I said, so you see this man?
Yeah, have to be a panoramic photo.
You see this man? I'm sorry. This guy is about to travel the planet. He is a warrior and he's about to do battle with another man his size. You wouldn't believe me. He doesn't look like that. He doesn't look like an international
biggest warrior. He's going to stop by Ukraine on the way home and straighten that shit out.
Intimidate him.
I'm going to ask about that tonight.
You listen here, Vladimir.
I was in the kitchen downstairs talking to Jackie, just telling her like, I got to get closure on this gas station intimidation story.
If I hope Boogie like knowing that you would never face off with him in real life because you just wouldn't waste your time. I hope that I hope he's just like, you know what, pussy? Why don't you fucking show up over here? It won't even be a warning shot next time, huh?
Well,
how about
I have more time than you think.
He's like, how about you hop on your tricycle and ride on down dirty south?
I would throw Jackie on the back. We'd do a weekend sexcation in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
and he kills you in cold blood. The next episode's titled Would He he dead? Question mark. And it's like a you with X's on your eyes, and it's like he kills you.
You would show up and beat up. See, you wouldn't though. You couldn't. Well, you can't.
I could totally do such a thing.
You'd go to jail. You know what happened last time this happened? When Frank Castle showed up at Boogie's residence.
This scenario, I am invited.
He ain't gonna invite you.
No.
Oh, I thought that's what the scenario was. He was saying,
he's gonna dare you. He's gonna dare you, and he's gonna let you know what he's gonna do if he ever sees you in real life.
Yeah,
and he could call you a keyboard warrior.
He's
gonna talk about
what time.
I'm gonna make you pop the pimples on my back, little man.
I'm being all badass because it's Boogie, and I don't think that's badass at all. I think it's so lame to be like, you know what? And then I'll take out an 8th grader with a vision impairment. You think I won't do it?
Oh, you think I can't take a morbidly obese man with a lot of health issues who's similar in age to me?
I wish more people would play a character online. I like people who do play characters online, and I think that's like